Hi, I'm coming to you today from Frankfurt in Germany, and I want to use frankly the fact that I'm not in Melbourne in my studio and therefore not able to do the things I might normally do to some advantage. If you've been watching the blogs for a little while, you've probably witnessed a slight improvement in the quality of the video production as we've gone along. Now that's a combination really of a few things, but it's really just us getting used to the technology. So we get a little better with the camera angles, we get a little better with the lighting, and certainly the production has improved as we've learned. This video this video blog is going to be a very different one, and I'm going to use it as an opportunity to show you a little of the technology that we use for the video blogging. I'll do it in two real slices. I'm going to show you firstly guerrilla technology, the very simple things that really, because they're so simple, so affordable, suggest that there are no excuses for somebody not video blogging. Then I'll show you a few of the things that we do to try to smarten it up. Those might be impediments to the occasional blogger, but what I'm going to show you first suggests that there's no reason why you shouldn't be video blogging regularly right now. Firstly, I want to talk about lighting. I'm in a room in an apartment in Frankfurt in Germany, and I've got no funny technology that I can take advantage of. I am holding the camera onto a monopod, and I'll show you an image of that a little later on. In fact, here's one now. This monopod is a great accessory, and I carry it with me in my bag for doing exactly what I'm doing now. And it lets me operate as if I have a camera person with me, which clearly I don't. So I'm using the monopod. I am using a microphone, but frankly it's not an expensive one. It's not great either. We used to have a better one. We broke the cable on it and tried this slightly less expensive one, and I think if anything I'm going to go the other extreme and get a more expensive one again, because I know that audio quality is good. Let's start with lighting though. The only lighting I have in this room is natural light. There's two windows, and each of those are putting a fair amount of natural light into the room. But let me show you why angles and lighting are important. So right now I'm looking kind of into the corner of the room, and there's a window off on this angle over here. As I swing round, what you're going to see is as the window becomes behind me, the light overwhelms the camera. I'm just filming this on my phone, and the camera simply isn't able to cope with that different lighting. Keeps swinging around a little better, and then it's going to get worse again because so much lighting in the background overwhelms the camera. Swing around again. So as you can see, by making sure that I'm pointing into the light and the camera therefore is not, we're getting great natural light. No studio, no clever lighting, nothing expensive. The only thing that's fancy is I've got a microphone with me to give you slightly better audio. It's like a $65 microphone. We'll put a link here in the show notes. In fact, let's put it up now. And I'm using this monopod. We'll put a link to that as well. Monopod lets me play cameraman. It's kind of fun. Second thing I want to talk to you is about audio. It's been said, and I've kind of bought this as an argument, that a viewer will put up with bad video, wobbly angles like this, but they won't put up with bad audio. We've invested previously in a really good microphone that plugged into iPhone or Android phones. That was about $200, but it broke. It was a really flimsy cable. We bought this slightly less expensive one from a very reputable brand called Rode. Unfortunately, the sound quality isn't quite as good, and we think that because we're now blogging quite regularly, we're going to get a shotgun mic, which is one of those really obtrusive ones that you see kind of pointing. They look a little like this, pointing at the person who's speaking. They're very precise in where they pick the sound up from, and the quality is better. For now though, I'm travelling, and therefore I'm relying on a small microphone. Let me just hold it up so you can actually see the mic. So there's my microphone. You've seen those on presenters. They're obviously using more expensive ones than this, but that's what I have for now. So far, the only two pieces of equipment that I've used that I wouldn't normally have with me are this monopod. I could get away without using that. In fact, let me show you this little grip type from Joby. It's a great tripod that I had been carrying with me for years, and I still have one in my briefcase. But I am finding this monopod a great accessory for video blogging. Second piece of technology is a half-decent microphone. So that's it. The production, we do it in Camtasia. If you're an Apple user, there's lots of other video production techniques. Again, let's put a note up here now so that we can show you some of the items that we've identified and are on the wiki, Funnel Wiki. But you can use quite inexpensive or even free post-production techniques. We use Camtasia and we're finding it to be quite powerful. Let's just do simple things like transitions, slightly improve the audio quality, and edit generally. When I blog each week, it takes about 3 hours for me. So I'm scripting it, I'm then recording it, and often putting a few extra notes. And I've got that down to about 2 hours by not doing any work after the blog that includes the screen flows of Funnel Plan that we normally include. Olivia from our office now does the post-production and she's adding in the screen flows afterwards, and it's taking her about 4 or 5 hours to do the production every week. Now that might put you off a little bit, but a couple of thoughts that or comments that I'd make about that. Firstly, the blog that I'm doing right now has taken me 15 minutes to prepare, to write out a few points that I'd like to cover on this, and the whole blogging is going to take me 5 or 10 minutes to record. That's it. Secondly, the production can be quite simple. This one, because we're not winding Funnel Plan in, there aren't lots of transitions, is likewise going to take Olivia maybe an hour max. The other thing is, I'm doing it weekly because we've got so many topics we need to get through, because I want to introduce you to each of the elements inside the Funnel Plan and some of the thinking that goes behind that. So I've been doing it weekly. You might find monthly is enough. All up, the point I'm trying to convey is, on a almost zero budget and not a lot of time, there's no reason why you can't be talking to your audience and sharing what you know about what you know. Let me go now to the slightly more advanced techniques that we're using. Firstly, we're trying to get a very white background. You can see here that I've got, I'm in a room, and so I've got all of the imagery of the room that you're seeing. In the normal blogs, we try to have a pure white background. Frankly, we're not quite there yet. We've got some reasonably good lighting, throwing it onto a white wall. Let's put a link up now to show you a couple of great videos on how to create that, what a lot of people call Apple White. It's the pure white background. Frankly, you can do away with all of that if you're happy to have a textured or coloured or interesting background behind your blogs. We're going for the pure white so that we can put up text points as I'm talking. So lighting, we've got it's about $250 worth of lighting in the studio. Now you can see that the light that I'm using right now, which again costs zero, is frankly pretty good. Why do I need lighting in my office? Because I'm in a room that's in the middle of the larger office, and it doesn't have this lovely natural light that I'm enjoying right now. If you can find a quiet area that's got some nice natural light, you don't need to spend a cent on lighting. We have about $250 on the lighting. Let's put a link up to the lighting. Also, let's put a link up to the what photographers and videographers refer to often as the three-point lighting. The idea being that you've got a key light, which is your primary light coming from one angle. You've got a second light that fills in the rest of your face as you're talking, so that you are not kind of black on one side. And there's often a light behind. They call it a hair light often, and that creates some visual relief from your background. The way we use those three lights in my normal blogs, though, is I'm using one light that's designed to be a hair light as my one and only light. The other two lights we're throwing onto the wall at the back to try to create that pure white effect. So that's it. On almost no budget, you can do video blogging. I'm using a $65 microphone here. I could even not have that. And although I'm using this monopod, which cost about $30, I think, from eBay, I could equally not have this, and I could simply have my phone propped up in a corner somewhere. Again, here's the link to the monopod and the JB Grip Type, which is this beautiful little tripod that I carry in my briefcase, and the microphone that I'm using right now. Pause. What we're I guess, really trying to get to here is that if you have a story to tell, the technology and the production should not be the reason why you're not telling your story. I hope you got something from that. A couple of quick links just before we go. I did a video course called iPhone Video Hero, and although I'm not using an iPhone, all of the techniques that he teaches make really good sense, and I found it to be quite useful. Another guy you might want to check out is an Australian called Gideon Shadwick. In fact, I think he's a South African now living in Australia. Gideon is a passionate video presenter, and he shares his knowledge quite well. And you might want to check out some of their blogs to see if there are any tips there for you. Hope you got something from that. Have a great day.